In today's video, I'm going to be talking about having self-belief and how you can achieve this, and talk about some ways that I've struggled with it and have overcome people not believing in you, and when you only have yourself to believe in you. So I'll go over one thing and then I'll give some examples. So one thing that you can do to improve self-efficacy is just take steps that boosts your own confidence. So whatever it is you're trying to achieve, maybe you read up, you do some research, you practice it, and that builds up your own belief in yourself. So when it comes time to show up for important situations, you already know that you've done the work to be able to accomplish that said thing, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Like in sports, if you don't practice, why do you expect yourself to be in the championship game or believe that you have the ability to win that championship game if you didn't put in the work to get to that level? So I'd say step one is just to tune your abilities and skills in that said thing that you're trying to achieve. And this will in turn just boost your self-belief and confidence in yourself without you having to choose to believe in yourself. It just naturally comes to you. I have a couple more things to talk about when it comes to this, but I'll just give some examples of challenges that I've had to overcome when it comes to others believing in me and having to choose myself. So when I was first starting my business, I had this vision and goal in mind that I wanted to do, and I truly believed that I could get to this place. But unfortunately, I didn't have that belief system around me through others. So my parents, they didn't really understand. They would always question me and say, oh, why would you do this? Like, you should do this, you should go that direction. And that kind of contradicted what my vision actually was. So just staying true to your vision is very important. But I've even had my brother-in-law, he said straight up to my face that what I was doing was stupid, and why would anybody pay money for this? Like, why don't they just get pictures done of this instead of actually getting a video made? And that's straight up to your face, and that kind of hurts. It chops down your self-belief or self-confidence, because when people that are supposed to care about you the most are putting you down, this is when it gets hard. I'm not gonna lie, it gets hard. And the first couple years of my business, obviously every business doesn't thrive in the beginning, but as long as you're working towards that end goal or the bigger picture, in my mind, as long as you believe that you can get there, like, I'm okay with struggling if I know that in the long run it's gonna pay off tenfold. In the first couple years of my business, my dad was like, oh, I don't know if you're going to make enough money. I don't know if this is good. I don't know if this is going to be enough for you. I don't know if, you can get to that point of actually sustaining your life, like by doing video stuff. And I can somewhat see why he said that. And like, I understand it's probably because he cares, but at the same time, like, I had this vision and I was growing every single year, and I could see that, maybe in 5 years from now, I could get to a place where I'm going to be making, 10 times the amount that I was making in the beginning. And that's almost true as of now, that I've almost kept doubling my earnings each year. But could you imagine if I would have listened to all the people around me? Could you imagine? Like, I'm getting like very passionate about this because this means so much to me, because if nobody is there to believe in you, that sucks. And like, if you're the only one that believes in yourself, man, I've been there, and you need to just stay true to yourself. And if you know exactly what you want, stick to it and be confident in your own belief. So this kind of ties into my next piece of advice that I would give, and that is not to be too aware of the noise around you. And what I mean by that is, if somebody's telling you that you can't do something, just kind of brush it off, because you're capable. And I know this would require you to already have that self-belief within you. So it's kind of tough to say that, but I think if you take your first step and you have a plan or a vision of action to accomplish that said thing, you shouldn't really listen to other people that do not understand your vision. I kind of live by the words of not taking advice from other people that aren't in a place that you want to be. But sometimes that's difficult to overcome because it's actually coming from the people that matter most to you. I've been in a relationship in the past that she did not believe in me or my ability or my vision. And that is, I think, one of the worst things that you can actually encounter. Because if your own partner does not believe in you, then it makes it hard to believe in yourself. So this leads me into my third piece of advice, and that is surrounding yourself with the right people. Because in order to fully achieve your potential that you see and envision and believe in, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people that also share that same vision and can almost enhance your growth as a human in general. I guess I'm still kind of struggling with that part, and I think as long as you have a core belief in yourself, you can still achieve everything that you want to achieve, even though you don't have the people around you, as long as you have yourself. So it's not necessary. I guess for me, it's kind of been tough with my family because it's just hard for me to be around that negative energy of people that don't actually believe in me. And it's really difficult to navigate that because obviously it's still family, and I haven't cut out my family completely, but I almost limit my time or my thoughts and ideas that I bring up around them because I know that they might have a negative impact towards my vision. So just be careful with who you bring up topics with, because truly sometimes it diminishes your own belief in yourself. When you have a great idea in your mind, maybe don't tell somebody about it. Maybe just do it, act on it, and let them see what you're doing instead of talking about what you're doing. Because trust me, everybody has their own opinion and they think, oh, this would be way better this way. And they're using that based upon their knowledge that they have on limited experience with the thing that you're actually dealing with. So for me, nobody really knows about filmmaking or camera things in general, and they're trying to give me advice on camera things and filmmaking as a whole. And you sometimes just have to step back and say, hey, I appreciate your concerns or your thoughts and opinions, but how do you know anything about this that I should take your advice on? And don't get me wrong, you can still take advice from people that are in a similar place that you want to achieve, but in a different industry, because some advice can be universal. But when it's a specific thing that they're okay, maybe you should run your business and do more of this in your business, when that doesn't fit the vision. So just align your goals with your thoughts and your belief in yourself. I think the worst thing that somebody can do is disregard you or not believe in you and trash talk you and look down upon you and then switch up on you when you finally get to the place that you said you were going to be at. It's just kind of draining when you say you're going to do something and that person says you're not going to be able to achieve it, and then you achieve it, and then, oh, now they're so happy for you, now they support you. But where was that energy when I was actually in the trenches doing that work, when nobody was there to support what you're actually doing? So my last piece of advice would be to just align what you're trying to achieve with who you are. And what I mean is, if you already believe in something that is good and you have a core belief around that one thing that your end goal is kind of encompassed by or revolved around, then that makes it so much easier for you to believe in yourself, because you already believe in this thing. And if that's a really good thing, then you can just incorporate that into your mission of what you're trying to get to. And I know this is very general advice, but I'm trying to speak to people that have different avenues that they want to go into. So I don't want to give specific things. I kind of want to give you like a general way to succeed, or a path in which you can see, and just take what I'm saying and visualize what I'm talking about with your exact thing that you want to achieve or believe in yourself in. So I will give you an example of this. I guess my mission of my business is to create a feeling around a specific video, whatever video I am creating. My goal is to create something that instills a memory or a feeling within the actual content that is actually being consumed. Because if people can connect to it, then that emotionally attaches them to whatever it is that you're making a video on. So that's kind of my mission. So make it your mission to come up with something that really at your core you believe in yourself. So if you can take that advice, I know it's kind of confusing somewhat, but as long as you believe in what your mission is, it makes it easier for you to believe in how you're going to get there. You know, I have a lot more that I could talk about when it comes to belief in general, not self-belief, but just belief by other people around you, because I think it's so important to have a core belief system in place. And if you don't have that, it kind of, alters the way that you approach different situations. And I've kind of gone back and forth with this topic a lot over my my life, I guess. But if you guys are interested, I can make more topics about belief. This is kind of just self-belief. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. It's crazy how fast I'm growing. I did not expect this whatsoever. I thought it was gonna take me literally over a year to get to 1,000. Like, I had no clue. So I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.